Hey guys, so I'm coming to you with my review on the Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette. So the Lorac Mega Pro 4 is the Lorac's newest holiday mega palette that they have released for 2017. This is the fourth installment of this palette, the fourth year they have been doing it. I have all the other previous Mega Pro palettes, so I'm going to share with you my thoughts and everything like that. So this palette retails for $59. This is the packaging. It's this light pink packaging. I got mine from Ulta. No, I'm lying. I got mine from the Lorac website. They are at Ulta, and that's all I know for where they're going to be. I don't know if they're going to be at Kohl's. Thin, really nice magnetic packaging, really smooth packaging like all the other Pros. And the Mega Pros as well. Just a different color than the other ones, okay? Inside, you get 32 eyeshadows, where the top two rows are matte and the bottom two rows are shimmer or metallic finishes, like their Pro palettes are. Their original Pro palettes have one row of mattes at the top, and the bottom is their shimmer shades, and this setup is wonderful for me. Straight to the point. One thing I do appreciate about Lorac's shadows is the names. I know it's something that we kind of overlook unless it's like a fun name or something we find extra interesting. But for the most part, we don't really care about the names of the shadows. But the names of their shadows always kind of, it seems like they take a lot of time to try and find a name that would give you some idea of what the color is. Like, I'm all for creative names where it's just names of girls or your favorite things or whatever. But Lorac has always done names that kind of represent, to give you some idea, like cotton and oak and light sage, mahogany, like they just color names, which I can really appreciate. Anyway, so you get 32 shades in here. Anything else you need to know? Yeah, okay. So the shade ranges go from, you have like a light white here, a light creamy beige, all the way down to this other side of the palette where you do get a deep like slate. There is no black in here, which I'm not mad about. A deep slate, deep purplish galaxy color, deep blue, a nice gunmetal with some purple in it. You get all these shades in here. Now, how do I feel about it? Let's jump into it. Lorac has one of my favorite, if not the favorite of all time, eyeshadow formulas. They're Pro formula. They're very soft. They're very buttery, easy to blend. I have no negative things to say about Lorac Pro eyeshadow formula. I have none, and this palette is no exception. Okay, so you have a few light shades in here. One thing about my qualms about the first palette that they put out, the Mega Pro, I'll show you that in a minute. They had a lot, like you cut that palette in half and there was a lot of light over here. And me being a woman of color, having darker skin, it was just like all of those weren't useful to me. This, on the other hand, it has a decent balance of light and dark and mid-tone, everything shades. I would say these 1, 2, 3, 4, this 6 area right here, these 6 are definitely the lightest, but they're not anything that I would not be able to use. Of course, the beige and the white set my bases. A dramatic brow highlight, if you will. I actually have on Cool Taupe as a brow highlight today. This makeup looks a little weird because I did a Halloween tutorial with it. So you'll see that later. That's why it looks a little weird. But anyway, I used these matte shades at the top here to do the eye look for my Halloween look today, and they worked really well, really lovely. I like it. It's wonderful. Again, the quality is wonderful. The shade selection, this one kind of challenged me. I did a live where I unboxed this. Did I unbox it? The swatches on it, and it really challenged me. So let me go ahead and show you the other palettes, so you can see what I'm talking about. This is the Mega Pro 1. Wonderful palette. I still love it, but you see how this half of the palette is like super light. It just really, like, they kind of like, yeah, even though they got the neutrals in here, these neutrals are really light, and they just, yeah, you can really see the difference. Alright, then the Mega Pro 2 came out, which definitely I thought was a much better, spread of shade, although you still got significant amount of light going down this side, which, whatever. But the colors, again, you get a lot of choices, a lot of wonderful choices. I really like the 2 as well. The 3 definitely being my favorite, which, to be honest, it lacked the most shade diversity. It really stuck toward more neutrals. However, the light definitely was less significant in this palette. So, yeah, this is definitely more neutral, but this is definitely dark skin friendly. The most dark skin friendly out of the 3 at the time. And so now the 4. I think this is all shades friendly. I think all shades, all skin tone friendly. And let's see what my favorite shades are. Let's see. Peacock, this blue. I know in the Mega Pro, not the Mega Pro, the Pro 2. Whoa. The Pro 2, the regular Pro 2 came out there. They had really nice navy in there, and that was a wonderful shade. This blue here, Peacock, oh, honey. Same thing. They can make a trademark blue, I guess. Moss is a very interesting light limey green situation. Beautiful. I mean, various shades. We got Spice here, which I love. Denim is a really interesting light blue. So this is Spice and Denim here. Really interesting shades in this palette. Again, it challenged me. So I can't sit here and say I dislike it. I had to work a little bit harder to put a complete look together, not because the shades were difficult, just because I was like, what do I put together? So if you want to, if you have that, and some people have that mind where they can see a palette, I know what I'm going to do. This one, it just, I don't know, for a good reason, it challenged me to the point where I was like, wow, like these shades, they were different enough, they're unique enough where I don't think any two are close to being the same shade or they would muddy together, but it just took me a minute to really appreciate what I had here and work it out. So if you're someone who needs a really cohesive palette to, you know, just look at it. Basically, the palette tells you pretty much, without telling you where to put things, how things work. This might not be the one for you because it's definitely, if you guys understand anything I'm saying, it's definitely going to challenge you. You can't find the theme of it. That's what I'm trying to say. With the Mega Pro 3, all these neutrals in here. You got these neutrals, warm neutrals. You get it. You kind of get it. With the Mega Pro 2, had a lot more cool shades. But you kind of get it. Definitely this smoky area right here. You kind of get it. You're like, all right, I see what's on. I see what's going on. Wonderful. I don't know. The first one, again, this was more neutral too, as neutral as well, but you had some neutrals, you had some light shades, and you got your deep deep shades over here. You kind of had it organized in a way where you could see it. This one, even though the light shades are on one side and the deep shades on the other side, you still don't see. It's such a sporadic array of colors, and this is not a negative critique. This is just how I view the palette when I open it up. Like I said, the shades in here, though, are really beautiful, really unique, and it will encourage you to put two shades together that you might have not thought to put together. For an example, Peacock and Spice together. I'm going to put them on my hand. I did it on the live. Look at these two together. That's something. That's wonderful. Okay, and then I did Honey and Fairy Tale, even though they both sparkly and shimmery. Like, it's like, yeah, you really can get creative with this palette. I do appreciate this palette. It's not all warm neutrals that we've been seeing. Y'all know that's the trend right now. It's not packed full of super glittery shades. That's usually a trend around this time of year as well. It's definitely something that you're going to get good quality shades out of all of them. You're going to get an array of colors. It's not, Lorac is not a bright neon type of company. They're not a bright rainbow type of company, but they are more usable colors with some pops of excitement in there, like that blue, like that green. Usable, neutral, everyday colors. I have no negatives about this palette, but that's just what I had to say about it. As far as the shade selection and how I feel, the quality is there. If you are a Lorac fan and you love these shades, I definitely recommend it. You will not be disappointed in this palette. However, it will challenge you. And it will challenge you. It challenged me to figure out what to put together. But I appreciated it because it encouraged me to put shades together that I wouldn't normally put together if they were separate in my collection, and I can definitely appreciate that. So I hope Lorac continues with this Mega Pro trend. I hope they continue with the Pro trend. I was kind of disappointed to not see a Pro 4 palette come out this year. Just the Mega Pro 4, so I guess, I don't know. But I would love for Lorac to continue this Pro formula. I would love more Mega Pro palettes. That would be really nice. I would really appreciate it. No qualms about the formula. Just prepare to be challenged. And that's all I have to say. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about this palette, go ahead and leave them down below. I love you all, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.